Do you feel like you're never gonna get control of your automatic negative thoughts? I'm never gonna succeed. Oh my God, what are they gonna think of me? This is never gonna get better. I can't trust anyone because everybody's not trustworthy. I always fuck everything up in my life. I am too fucked up for anybody to love me. Ants, automatic negative thoughts. Do you feel like you are never going to be able to get rid of the negative thoughts that are chirping in your brain all the time? If you said yes, then you are part of the entire population of the whole fucking planet. Do you want to know how to stop letting your ants run your life, up your self-esteem, and sabotage everything important to you? Well, then stick around because I'm going to teach you a technique to help you reframe your negative thoughts so that you can take back control of your brain and start building the life that you truly deserve and that you want. Cue music.
Potty, she talking naughty. Here to help your trouble, she don't judge nobody. Even if you're not at your top and it's a lie, she try to make you see a different train of thought.
Hello, I am the Pottymouth Guru and welcome back to my channel, where my mission is to help you learn how to unfuck yourself and self-actualize one video at a time. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Ants. Ah yes, the subconscious software always playing in the background, chirping in our ears all day long, sabotaging our life and everything that we want. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. If you're wondering what ants actually are, where they come from, and a whole bunch of information, I have 2 whole videos on them. You can find them here. In them, I mentioned this exercise that we're going to do here today. So without further ado, let's continue. Okay, so today we're gonna put your ants on trial. This is a 3-part exercise where you get to be the prosecution, the defense, and the judge. The power! Okay, now bust out your trusty journal. You're gonna pick an ant. You're gonna pick a negative thought. What's something shitty that you say to yourself all the time? Now, as the prosecutor, you're gonna write down all the evidence that supports this ant.
We, the prosecution, charge you, Pottymouth Guru, with your performance sucking and being the laughing stock of St. John's.
And now you're gonna do a flipperoo and you're gonna be the defense and write down all the reasons why that ant is actually a lie.
The defense will prove without a shadow of a doubt that the defendant, the Pottymouth Guru, actually had an excellent performance and that nobody's laughing at her, but in fact, they are supportive of her and love her very much.
First, you're going to split your page in half, and at the top of the page, you're going to write down what your negative thought is, your ant. On one side of the page, you're going to write down prosecution, and on the other side, you're going to write defense. Feel free to decorate as you wish. And now we are off to the races.
Okay, so the negative thought that I chose today is related to my other career, which is in the performing arts. And some time ago, I had a show that I was really, really unhappy with afterwards. There was a few mistakes. And, the audience contained like all of this Newfoundland theater royalty. And I was like, holy shit. Initially, I was excited about that, but afterwards with the mistake, I was like, fuck my life, I'm a failure, why am I even bothering performing? And there was this amazing woman who was there who is a literal Broadway star, and I was like, wow, she's so good, why the fuck am I even here? Instead of thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm sharing a stage with a Broadway star. Anyways, I walked away from that performance devastated, and for a very long time I couldn't let it go. So the negative thought was, my performance is shit and everybody in town's laughing at me. Just to show you what I did, this side of the page has all of the things that, the prosecution side of all the reasons I'm shit and I'm a fucking failure and fuck my life. And then I started writing out all of the stuff to counter that, and there was so much more, and I even went onto the next page, and I could have kept writing. So very clearly, it's a fucking lie. That ant is a lie. My performance was not shit. Nobody's laughing at me. And if they are, it's because I'm hilarious. And I'll give you some examples. So on the prosecution side, I said things like, you lost your voice at a very beautiful note. You forgot a lyric and repeated the verse. All of Newfoundland theater royalty was there. You made a fool of yourself. There was one girl that was just so much better than you. You always do this. Your nerves always fuck you up. You're terrible at one-off shows, etc., etc. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And then on the other side, on the defense side, you're hilarious and people laughed a lot. People were yelling fun comments. Everybody, including that Newfoundland theater royalty, congratulated me after the show. I nailed the characters. The rest of the vocal stuff was awesome and on point. Who motherfucking cares if I fucking forgot the lyrics and repeated a verse? Nobody will know and nobody will care. And no one is gonna judge a performance on one fucking note. And it's great that all these fancy people saw you perform, man. And there were like directors in the audience that saw that I could do different shit, which is beneficial for me later. And like, I was sharing the stage with a fucking Broadway star. So, yay me. Same bill as a Broadway star. Woo! I'm getting so much better at controlling my nerves at these motherfucking one-off shows. I gotta celebrate that. I'm way more confident as a performer than I've ever been. And I had fun. Like, I love to do this. Anyways, you guys get the idea. So now my clap back to this negative thought is this. My performance was actually awesome. Everyone thought I was hilarious. The directors in town saw all this other shit that I can do. I'm doing what I love. Not every note has to be perfect. And mistakes make me human and ultimately more relatable to the audience. I love growing as a performer. And to me, I showed who I was authentic, and that is more than enough. I'm really fucking proud of myself. Boom. How do you like them apples? So that is how to reframe. And here we have all of the facts that make this shit untrue. Now you get to be the judge. Tip. For this part, it's best to imagine that you're judging the aunt of a friend to allow yourself some distance and some perspective from the situation. Did you think of a friend? Okay, go. Okay, so like as the judge, my ruling is that the defendant is totally not guilty of having a shit performance. That actually she's like totally awesome and that her friends and like people around her soups support her. Okay, so like who's up for a cucumber mojito? Celebrate with coffee. I don't suck. And there you have it. This is your evidence that this repetitive thought is not true. And you have a reframe that you can practice clapping back with when that thought pops up over and over and over and over again. If you feel like you're never going to be able to get rid of yourself of your aunts or maybe one particular aunt, know that you're not alone and that it actually makes sense because that thought is actually wired into your brain. Now, if you're thinking, well, if it's fucking wired into my brain, then I'm fucked. Fear not! Thanks to neuroplasticity, we can change our brains. You can form new neural pathways and shape your brain to be exactly how you want it to be. Yes, you're actually that powerful. And there's tons of peer-reviewed data out there that backs this shit up. You get to pick what you think and what you believe about yourself. You are absolutely not the victim of, oh, this is just the way that I am. Our brain is not a shoe size. It can change, and you can change it. Woo! This is like any other skill set. This is like learning how to swim or learning math or learning how to play the guitar. It takes practice and consistency. And doing this work is how to love yourself. Committing to stopping the self-abuse and taking steps to change the behavior that no longer serves us until it becomes our new nature. It doesn't matter how long it takes, how slow you go. The point is showing up for yourself, getting back in that ring over and over and over and over again. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe you can fly. No. If you guys have any questions about this exercise, please leave it in the comments below and I will answer the fuck out of it. And just remember, do it because it might help somebody who's reading the comments. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you liked it, click that like button, hit that subscribe button. I hope this was helpful and I wish you all the luck in the motherfucking world to help you with unpacking your ants and reframing your lives. Have an awesome week. Peace out, yo. Yeah, yes.